Welcome to Make It to Wednesday, the podcast that gets you through the week with laughs, real talk, and all the Gemini energy you didn't know you needed. We are your hosts, Carly and Karla, two best friends born a week apart, but somehow total opposites. Here, we dive into life's big questions, small wins, and messy moments. Think dating, marriage, family, pop culture, and everything in between. Whether you're thriving or just surviving, we're here to remind you you're not alone. So grab your coffee, your wine, or whatever gets you through, and let's make it to Wednesday together. Welcome back to Make It to Wednesday, a hump day podcast. We are your show hosts.
I'm Karla.
And I'm Carly, and this is episode 25.
25.
Our quarter life crisis episode.
And you have no idea, guys.
You have no idea. Literally none.
Yeah, but we're glad you're here.
Yeah.
We're happy to be here.
We are happy to be here. I feel like I look so tired and feel so tired because...
You look incredibly tan.
Thank you. I was going to say I've been in the sun nonstop, and I think that's like kicking my ass.
But that's okay because we're wearing sunscreen, aren't we? Yeah,
we sure are most of the time.
I meant to ask you that yesterday.
So I am wearing it. The problem is I don't think I always apply it to my face. I know. I'm thinking back on it. Like, I make sure my kids have it on their entire bodies and their faces, but then I think I spray myself, and depending on...
Why?
I think.
You don't start top but to bottom?
No.
You start bottom to top?
No, I start mid.
You start mid?
I start around my neck and my shoulders. Yep.
And then you...
And then go to the back side.
Oh, I never,
and then,
I never put sunscreen on my back.
Oh. I put sunscreen on my own back the other day.
Ooh, how?
Like, it's aerosol,
right?
It's
spray.
Like spray.
Yeah.
And then Jason saw me and he goes, "You had some color today." And I was like, "Thanks." And he goes, "These two little patches here are kind of red." Apparently, I like how I sprayed in the mid back only
You're
got
kidding.
like,
Just
say,
like
8 inches wide instead of
and half.
10 or whatever. Yeah. And I was like,
Sorry,
I'm aware.
I didn't have
can
anyone to
feel
help me
it.
with it. It's fine.
Yeah.
Sorry.
And sometimes the boys will help me with it, and like, that's a whole
Yeah.
thing. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So we're not wearing sunscreen.
I'm trying. But yeah, I've been in the sun a lot, and it's like, I can feel it. Like, my face feels tighter.
Yeah.
All the things. My freckles are popping.
Yeah, your freckles were clear yesterday.
Yes. Oh, when I called you?
Yeah. I was like, wow.
Once I start getting pink, like just not even pink, but just in the hot sun.
Yeah. Have I told you how much I love freckles?
Yes.
I love them.
You must love Elliot's too.
Yeah.
They're so beautiful.
Any person who has freckles, I'm like, I want to be you so bad.
Damn.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Would you ever paint freckles on you?
Yeah,
like,
I've done it before.
You have?
Yeah. 100%.
I didn't know that.
Yeah. Back when I was like really into makeup and like doing my makeup every single day. Yeah.
Would you ever do freckles and dimple makers at the same time?
I would do.
Like,
I would get tattooed freckles on my face.
You would.
If I wasn't so terrified of tattoos.
I mean, the face is apparently not a bad spot.
Yeah, that's what that girlie said. We'll get into it. But like,
yeah. And Cheryl, if you're listening, Jason's mom, we had a great conversation about tattoos too, and I talked to her about the gal you spoke to. So we'll get into it.
Oh, interesting. Okay.
Yeah. So I wrote down a few things about my happy week.
Okay.
Can I
go
start?
first? Of course.
Yeah. So happy crappy recap, and I truly couldn't dig anything up for crappy this week.
Same.
And, like, there were crappy parts. I'm not gonna like.
But overall,
Yeah, Jason and I nipped at each other a few times. Like, the kids got sassy. Like, there's shitty stuff happening all the time. But overall, the happies were my highlights, and I wrote them down. I had 3 really good happies. The first one, so on Wednesdays, I go to my grandma's and hang out with her, and she's 92, and she's adorable. Did I tell you she flashed me this week?
what's her titties? Like for real? Wait, she said this? You're kidding.
I'll explain more. But we just were like hanging out for 4 hours. There was nowhere I had to be. It was so chill, and we talked. Like, she talked probably for the first like 2.5. I went and grabbed lunch, brought it back, and then I talked for 2 hours. And we were talking about her, like, her ex-husband, her former dating life, how things have changed, like, all the things. And she mentioned something about not being popular with the boys because she didn't have boobs. And I looked at her, and she had on her sweatshirt, and I said, "Do you even have them now? Are they hiding?" Like, and she was laughing hysterically, and she goes, "Oh, they're still here."
And she lifted up her.
Yeah.
You saw her nipples.
I mean, sort of. Yeah, it was a quick flash, but I was like, Grandma.
Oh my gosh.
It was
That's so funny.
hysterical.
That's so funny. I would pass away.
She is a riot.
That's so funny.
And she just told me some of the greatest stories this week.
Cute.
We rehash some of the same stories, but every time I'll ask her new questions and I'll find out more about it. Like, her brother tried to drown her when she was younger, and it's one of her favorite stories to tell. He also shot her in the butt with a BB gun.
What's going on?
Yeah. Yeah, there was that. She'll tell me that one. But yeah, it just was nice. We talked a lot about life and about the past and about the future. And I guess when you're 92, the future is a little more short term.
Yeah, I guess so.
Yeah.
I didn't think about that.
Yeah, but just what was going on for her and her kids and stuff. And
Sweet.
when I left, I even texted my mom, or I called and left her a message. And I said that was genuinely one of the best visits I've had with Grandma.
Mm-hmm.
And like, it was so peaceful, and my brain was just on, everything just felt right.
Yeah.
It just felt so right.
Great.
So,
I love.
That was my first happy. And of course I had to write everything in my notebook because it's gone in 2 seconds. And then maybe similar to one of your highlights, actually, I went and saw Waitress, which is officially it's a musical.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a musical.
On Thursday night, which Carla saw it Wednesday night. Tuesday night? I thought it was the night before. Okay, Tuesday.
Yeah.
So we both saw the same musical. Didn't know we were going to. Didn't intentionally do it. I went with coworkers. You went out.
I was on a date.
On a date.
Yeah.
Yep. And that was just really fun. I haven't gone out, left the house and stayed out after dark in a while.
After dark is insane. Did you get back and it was dark out?
Yeah. I mean, when I left, it was
10 o'clock,
dark. Yeah. And I don't drive great in the dark already. And then in Grand Rapids, too, with all the lights.
There's people and everywhere.
Yeah. But it was nice. And I called Jason on the way home and just chatted with him for a few. And yeah, it was lovely. And my face hurt from smiling.
It's a great show.
It was a great show.
Yeah. It's a good time.
Yeah.
It's a really good time. Do you have a favorite song?
From
the show?
Oh.
Besides, obviously, the Butterflower one.
I hated. That was my least favorite. That was my crappy for the week. I wouldn't say I had a favorite, but I had some favorites in the show with lines that I liked.
Okay.
And especially, was it Becky was her name, the friend?
Mm-hmm.
Her man that she ended up marrying.
Yeah.
He was so funny. I don't know who you had.
I was gonna say I don't know that we had the same person.
Oh,
there were there's two different casts. One of us had the alternate cast, and one of us had the regular cast.
Yep, I had the alternate cast,
and I had the regular.
Carla had the main, and I loved some of the alternates.
Yeah,
so good.
Yeah.
So I wish I had a picture of them at the end so we could compare, but I can look at the playbill.
I don't have my playbill anymore. So.
I think the one I have listed
has both.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's true. That's true. That's very true.
So then we can say, oh, okay, this was who was there. Yeah.
Okay.
But he was hysterical.
Okay.
At one point he ran up and hugged the doctor, jumped on him, and the guy at least on our night was 6'5" or something.
Oh, it might have been the same guy then.
Okay.
Yeah, he was tall as hell.
He was totally a nerd.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Obsessed.
Did you have a favorite song?
I just have a favorite song. I like the "She Used to Be Mine" song.
Oh yeah,
it's just been my favorite song from the show forever. But
okay,
yeah, it's good.
Cute.
Yeah,
it was good. I had this moment though where I got at intermission, I was in line for the bathroom, and I had this realization of it's kind of packed in here. I wasn't claustrophobic, and then suddenly I was.
Yeah.
And then we got back in there, and I'm like, oh, and they don't have the air on.
Oh, you didn't realize that? It was hot?
They did have, it was very hot in there for the second portion of it for us.
Oh, interesting.
I started sweating for the last 45
minutes. Really?
Mm-hmm.
Carly, I was so cold. Oh. It was so cold in there to me. That's
what Tara said too.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Not you going
she had on I know.
What'd you say? 36 is the age.
Perimenopause.
Yeah, yikes.
It's starting.
Sucks to be you. I don't know.
You'll catch up.
Give me a year.
You're a week behind. And then my third happy was Father's Day.
Yeah.
It was my father-in-law's birthday as well as it being Father's Day, which happy birthday to Gary.
Happy birthday. The best cookie maker I've ever met.
Best cookie maker. I love that. But I have I still have to set it up better, but my Google Calendar emails me when people are having their birthday to remind me.
Yeah.
And it sent me an email, and I saw it on Saturday, and I was like, fuck, it's his birthday on Sunday. Like, I knew it was coming up. I just didn't know it was the same day as Father's Day.
Did Jason not say anything?
Did Jason not say anything?
Jason, now, come on.
He doesn't remind. I'm the planner, the record keeper.
He didn't remember that his father's birthday was...
Not enough to tell me about it, no.
Okay.
He doesn't look ahead and say this is coming up. Like, that's just not... Yeah.
Okay.
So we went over there, and it was really nice.
Good.
The kids went with us, and Gary has been working on their back deck area, this fly that is in the room with us.
I know you got it.
I hit him.
Yeah, you did. I can't touch it. It's too big.
It's a fly. He's pissed now. I hit him. He's pissed. But Gary has been working on it, and it's done now, and it looks so good. They converted... Their back deck has a hot tub. They converted it into like a cold tub, like a pool, right?
Oh, wow. Okay.
Because for Cheryl, she gets warm really easily. That's just not going to work.
Yeah.
So they haven't enjoyed the hot tub in years. Well, they converted it.
It's a cold plunge now.
Now it's just like your standard. It was already at 68, and they had just filled it with the hose. So
wow.
Meanwhile, you got my kids outside right now, in
Yeah, that water is cold.
The cold pool.
How do you plan to heat that up, by the way?
Solar cover.
Okay.
Yeah.
When does that start? Today?
Let me get back to you on that.
Okay,
as soon as it's full, I think it starts.
Oh,
I got to get
right.
chemicals.
Sure.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. But no, after Gary and Cheryl's, we went over to my ex's, and the 4 of us adults and the 2 kids, we just hung out, and they cooked out for us. They got a boat. I think I told you that.
You did not tell me that. Tell me
more
about
the
the
boat.
boat.
It's like an 80s boat, like or 93 is the year, or 83. It's a speedboat, but like not a big boat.
Yeah.
But it had one owner. They found it online. The guy has had it since the year that it was new.
Wow.
And he said the kids are older now. They're out of the house. Yeah. And they're going to start their hiking phase.
Oh,
so
cute.
They're getting rid of the boat.
Yeah.
Yeah. So Keith and Ashley got the boat, and we hopped up in it and took a peek at it. Jason looked at it. And I think at some point when they take it out, we're going to go with them just to... Jason knows that and can show him stuff.
Please bring me with you.
Yes,
how many
of
people
course.
does it fit?
8.
Beautiful.
Yes.
Happy to be
it'll be
plus one.
perfect. It'll be perfect.
Yeah.
But it was just nice to get all of us together. The kids really enjoy it. And we even talked about how special it is that we can all be in the same room together.
Yeah, it really is.
Yeah.
Yeah. Don't ever cause you know how that's so rare.
Yeah.
That you're all friends.
Yeah.
Friends, sure.
I'm not they're not my number one on my emergency list or anything. But yes.
You hang out.
If I needed something, they would be there and vice versa.
Do you think you and Ashley would be friends?
Oh, I told her,
100%.
I adore you.
100%.
We're finding out we're the same person.
Oh, that's interesting for Keith.
We think the same. We react to things the same. We're just very, very similar. We're different in a lot of ways too, but we're very similar.
Interesting.
Yeah. Ashley said on
that's so
yesterday,
interesting.
she goes, yeah, he definitely has a type. He didn't know it, but he has a
that's
type.
So funny. Keith now. Okay.
So
it's for the
funny.
best, obviously, but
she did tell me one thing that is still bugging me.
Okay.
It's not because of her. Oh gosh, she could never say anything that would annoy me. My former mother-in-law, her mother-in-law,
sure.
They went and I think had their nails done together, and they were talking, and I guess my former mother-in-law said something like she thought Keith and my divorce would be the most contentious. My mother-in-law had 3 children. They've all been divorced.
Yeah.
Keith was the first one to get divorced. So looking back, she figured we would be the ones having all these issues.
Why?
We have none.
Why does she think that?
We have no beef because they all hated me. I don't know why. I don't know what I did.
Nothing probably.
It still bothers me.
That's fair.
I know it shouldn't. I know I should let it go.
That's crazy.
I don't like when people don't like me.
Of course.
And I get it. I wasn't your kind of person, and I'm not for everyone, I guess.
No,
but
okay,
to
but
really dislike me.
It's obviously something on their end because the majority of people, you're a fan favorite.
Thank you.
So if people don't like you,
it
feels like they're the issue.
Thank you.
I'm just saying.
I appreciate it. I'm trying to just let it roll and not bother me, but just in the moment I was like, that's wild.
Why did Ashley tell you that?
We were talking about how well we get along, and it just came up in that same conversation of we all get along, and yeah, but also because there was some juice and some dirt about the others.
Yes. Spill the tea.
Yeah, I'm not gonna
obviously.
Bring it up now, but Yeah, his siblings have had some struggles, specifically one of them. And
Yeah.
it's been unfortunate.
Okay.
It's been really unfortunate. She's struggling the most.
Got it.
So, yeah.
Okay.
But those are my happies. I feel really good with that list. I had a full week. In addition to that, after we were over there, we came home and we re-leveled the pool area and got all that, and it's almost full outside now. So
the pool is almost ready.
The pool's almost ready.
It'll be the official start of summer.
Yep.
Let's go with like next weekend. What do you think?
I was gonna say, isn't summer starting soon?
Like this Friday, the 20th. Yeah.
Yep.
20th? Whenever that is.
I think. Wait, today's the 16th.
So Friday. That's the 20th.
Yep.
Because Juneteenth is
You're right.
Yeah.
You're right. So yeah, I'm very, very, very excited about the pool. So that's all my happies.
Okay.
Look at me, like coming with my book, having my
she had
list.
Notes. Yes, you love to see it.
Slowly getting organized. What about you?
I had a pretty good week as well. My crappies are not crappy enough to talk about, so I just like won't bring them up.
They pale in comparison. Yep. Love that.
I mean, obviously I had some dates this week. I went to see the waitress on a date, and I don't know if I told you this.
Yeah.
You know who? Oh my god.
This fly. My dog. Okay, I have to pause and say, my dog. Flies will get in from outside because the kids leave the slider door open. Dog is in and out, but he likes eating them.
Yeah.
And he was chasing it, and he chased it downstairs, thought he got it, didn't get it, and then left it down here.
But like, why won't the fly go back upstairs? The door is open.
There is one door, and it would have to find its way there to the crack in that door.
He's finding his way onto my face.
Onto my face.
Like,
I could actually open that window, wait till he gets in there, shut it,
boom,
and
boom.
then... Yeah.
I see him.
So we might have a couple little more freak outs when he hits our face.
When he touches me, just know.
Yeah, he's a very involved fly.
Yeah, he's trying to be a part of the podcast. It is what it is.
It is what it is. All right, so about your date on Tuesday night.
My first date of the week was Tuesday.
Yeah.
I went and saw a waitress, and then, we went to dinner, and then went and saw a waitress.
Where'd you go to dinner at?
Yeah, it was at this place called Gimmy's. It's like a new, like, golf bar.
Oh.
It's like a restaurant, actually, but it's like...
Sports bar type.
Yeah. And it's like right by my work, so just like happened
it made sense.
I saw it, and I was like, let's just go there. This man was in town. He was a part of... Do you know what the Savannah Bananas is?
Yes.
He, like, is on that team.
Oh my gosh,
Isn't
really?
that so random?
Keith and Ashley told us we should look that up and go this weekend. That's funny.
Well, they sold out, so good luck.
Did they?
But,
okay. This was previous when they said that, but...
Oh, fair.
Yeah.
He is like on the team, and like we matched on Bumble, and he was like, hey, I'm just in town for a few days. Cool. I've got tickets to see Waitress, and I was like, take me.
Yes.
I want to go.
Yes.
So we went and did that. It was a nice time. He's very funny. He's shorter than I thought he would be, like, as a baseball player, but like, I mean, he's taller than me.
Is he a short
like,
king?
No, he's like 5'10".
Oh, okay.
Like, he's tall. But he's not baseball tall.
No.
I know you saw the fly.
I did see him.
But yeah, we went and saw the show, and then like we like exchanged numbers, and
yeah,
he said if we still have time this weekend, because they left yesterday.
Okay.
The team. We would get together again. I was like, yeah, for sure.
But we didn't.
No,
but how nice.
Yeah,
like,
it was so nice.
Yeah.
Such a nice guy. If you are, if the bananas are coming to a town near you, and there's a man on Bumble who, I don't want to say his name. It starts with a T. Go ahead and match.
Does?
Yeah.
I don't even think I know his name. But
no,
match with him.
I thought it was a different name.
You thought it was Josh.
Yep. Sure did. Which brings me to my date on Wednesday.
This is why I was getting him confused, because I knew you
100%.
went out with a Josh on Wednesday, and I thought you went to Waitress with him.
Well,
okay.
Yeah, his name is Josh. I guess we're just going to use real names on this podcast.
Sorry. Whoops. There's so many Joshes out there. Like, that's the one name.
I'm not concerned.
We're not covering that one up. Substitute it for Jacob.
This is literally.
What's the difference?
Joshy.
Yep.
We went out on Wednesday, and we had gone out the week before. I think it was the week before, and it was such a good time the first time. Equally as good the second time.
Good.
Very nice guy. I don't want to call him a short king because he might be listening to this. And he's not short. He's also like 5'10", 5'11".
He was also of that.
Yeah, about the same height as the baseball player. So, you know. But it was a good time, good date. I don't want to spill too much because there's too many people listening now that like.
Carla keeps dropping the name of the podcast to everybody.
Well, I don't drop
seeing.
the name, but like if you follow me on my social media, you'll see it.
You'll
like
see it.
It'll just be there. And
if there's anybody that is safer to be doing that, it's me, and I'm the one that doesn't do it as well as you do, and I need to.
It's all good.
Yeah,
it's all good. So yeah, lovely date on Wednesday. We have another date planned this week.
Fun
on Wednesday again.
Okay,
so I'm excited for that.
And do you know what you're doing?
No.
Okay.
There was a suggestion to go bowling, not for me.
Yeah.
So we might go bowling.
Not for me.
I would never suggest that, but
fun.
No, we could go bowling. I like bowling. It's just not something I would ever choose to do on a date.
Most people like.
Yeah. Actually, Greg does not like bowling. We talked about that.
Really?
Yeah. He hates bowling.
Funny.
It's so funny. Okay, it's like a random thing to not like, but
it is, because normally most people can find something they like about it, like the beer, the pizza,
totally.
The friendship, the claw machine in the back,
anything.
Whatever. Yeah.
But everything, I mean, I get it, because having to wait for people to come and bowl their turn and walked away, I'm just I hate that. My sister's notorious for it'll be her turn next and she'll go go to the bathroom.
Wait, which sister?
Kelly.
I literally
wouldn't have expected cannot stand it. It drives me insane. It drives me crazy. Because you could wait 2 seconds.
I don't leave a lot. I stick around, but I
never
hate
leave.
waiting.
Unless I'm going to go find another ball.
Yeah.
But I'll go right after my turn. Yes. And there's 4 people in between.
And you'll communicate very clearly.
Just, I'll be right back. If I'm not here, take my turn.
Yep. Some throw for me.
Yeah.
Yep.
Kelly gets mad if you take her turn, so.
Kelly.
Hurry the fuck up. Hello?
She's not listening. She's not
listening. Trust that. Yeah. Is it on me?
Nope.
You sure?
He flew away.
Okay.
He's very active.
Trying to be on camera.
The most active fly I've ever met.
That many viewers. And then Friday, Greg and I went to Greg. Oh, sorry. Yep. Greg got a tattoo.
Greg got a tattoo. We're coming full circle.
It wasn't the tattoo that he wanted to get on his.
Why don't we talk about what it was he wanted to get?
He wanted to get that handshake thing from Predator.
The handshake thing from Predator.
Which, I'm sure if you've seen the movie, makes any type of sense. I've never seen the movie.
Even if you have seen the movie.
Listen, it's his body.
It's such a unique thing.
Yes. That's the
so unique.
Well, so the person that he went to didn't have time to do that because he was just walking in. He was like, do you have time? She's like, no, but
I can do something different.
So he ended up getting a triangle on his chest, over his heart, also from Predator.
Okay.
Of a laser, the triangle is like a laser. I don't know what the.
Yep.
I don't fucking know, but he ended up getting that.
Okay.
And I went to be of support for him. Carly, it looked so scary. I'm so terrified. So
now Carla's not getting a tattoo.
I'm gonna do it. I want to do it. I talked to the lady, not lady. Well, she's a woman, but she's 24, so she was young.
Yes.
She had face tattoos, and she said that she also has a very low pain tolerance, which I feel like mine is still lower, but
super helpful to know, though.
100%.
Yeah.
She also said the reason she won't get more is because she has a low pain tolerance. So
and she was already covered, right?
Not covered, but she had face tattoos on her arms. Yeah, enough to makes me feel a little bit better.
Yep.
But she said the easiest place is her face and then the arms.
Yep.
Obviously, I'm an adult and I'm not going to get a face tattoo. So I shouldn't say that because she's an adult.
Because she's an adult.
The man with the face tattoos is an adult. I'm sorry. I don't mean it like that. But I'm not that type of person.
Different role, right? She should
have face tattoos.
Artist.
Yeah. It's to be expected for her.
Yep.
The man. Oh my God. It's so big. I wonder if it shows up on camera.
I'm going to catch him. If you guys can't see it, every time we're flinching,
there's a
the fly is just zipping in and around.
It's so big. I'm sure you can see it because it's.
How could you not?
It's this big.
It is like a quarter.
Literally.
But so you're there as a support. You're asking her, where's the best spot? Yep. She says face or arm. You say, can't do face. I'll do arm.
It'll be arm, yes.
And you're actually thinking.
I'm going to do it.
Okay.
I'm going to get at least. I want 3 tattoos for sure.
Yes.
I want to get one, an us tattoo.
Yes.
Which can include Kelsey.
Yes.
I want to get a spork.
Yes. Which is just a Kelsey tattoo.
Yeah.
So we have to at some point do a you and me tattoo.
Yeah, I was thinking about that too. We can still, again.
We just have to.
Yeah.
And what's the other one?
I want to get a sibling tattoo.
Yes.
So those are the 3 that
I love your sibling tattoo ideas because they were in your tattoo notes that you shared with me a long time ago.
The music note one?
There was that one and there was another, was it dots or hearts or something?
Yeah,
and they were
shaded in. Yeah.
Cute. With the order.
Yeah. Cute.
So adorable.
The hearts is going to be hard to convince Bayo to get, but the music note I think we could all agree on.
Yeah.
I would say. Anyways, doesn't really matter.
Love that.
He got a tattoo. Mm-hmm. He was, Carly, totally fine. Didn't flinch one time.
Nothing.
It was bleeding. It was really crazy to see. It was really, and it's red. So like, I didn't know if it was ink or if it was blood.
Could be a combination, right? Yeah.
It was really terrifying. Like people do that.
Yeah.
Like regularly.
Yeah.
I don't know.
And
I don't know.
some people have
scared.
zero, pain tolerance, and some have really high.
Mm-hmm.
And he apparently has high pain tolerance, didn't make a face, didn't anything.
Not even, I like, I'm like, do you want me to hold your hand? Like,
and he's had other tattoos?
He's got a ton. Yeah.
Okay.
Like, so it's not,
It's
and
like
he's got
he's
big
geared
ones too.
up for
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. I was so scared. But anyways, it was a good time. I went and saw a tattoo getting done. Yeah. And I'm feeling scared, but ready.
But decent.
I'll do it. I'll fucking do it. You know what I mean? Yeah, it's like next week.
You saying that also made me realize I had to pull out my
yes
stint this week.
Yes.
I did not list that as a happy or crappy.
Where would it fall under though?
Factual. It was a fact.
Oh, so it wasn't like a happy
happened.
or a crappy thing.
But same thing. I had to gear myself up, and I watched a video of a man pulling his out.
A man.
I didn't see.
There were no women's.
Anything.
No women tattoos.
I just Googled real quick, like, what's it like? And it showed like that as like the #1 video. So I just clicked on it, and it's him talking through the process. And then it's a video of his face. And then like it showed after he pulled it out, like what it looks like.
Crazy.
I know.
It looked like yours?
Yep. Just like it.
Insane.
It was 10 inches long and really, really thin and disgusting.
Like knowing how it went for you, do you feel like I would have been okay to do it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. I think
I really wanted I wanted to do it so bad.
Jason was like trying to rush me before he left. Like you want me to be here? And I was like, no, just go make your coffee, do your shit. Let me pull it out and I'll give you a thumbs up. Like, it went well, sweetie. It went well. Sorry.
No, you're fine.
I had to say, shit, that was this last week. Like,
so
much happened.
It's been a long week.
Holy shit. I've lived a year in a week.
Literally a year. Literally a year.
Wow. All right. So you saw that. Yeah. That went well.
Yeah.
Great.
And then we went to lunch and had drinks.
Beautiful.
He wanted to be home by 6.
You got home at what time?
8:30. I just feel like we just lose track of time. Yeah. I don't know. It's always fun. It's always a good time. Like,
yep.
I enjoy hanging out with him.
The conversation is flowing.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. And we're laughing. It just is like.
It's nice.
It's really nice.
Good.
It's really, really nice.
I really love that for you.
So, thanks,
and
Greg.
you went to where?
We started at, Mill Creek Tavern.
Okay.
In Comstock Park.
Okay.
And then we were going to go to Nick Fink's.
Which, by the way, I didn't know they reopened this last September.
Literally same.
I knew they had closed, but I thought it was a permanent closure.
I thought so. I thought the same thing.
Yeah. So when you said that, I went, wait, and I went and Googled it.
Yeah. Literally, they are back open in case you're wondering.
In case,
not until 4:00. We got there at like 3:30, so we're like, oh, well.
Not helpful.
Yeah, so we went to Shots on the River. Have you been?
No, because I know that one's a dive.
You like dives?
Yeah, but like I'd rather go around the corner to the dive.
It's like far. Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah,
it's cute.
Yeah,
I don't know. It's just like
your standard sports divey, whatever.
Yeah, there's an outdoor area. I don't know what it looks like, but it looks fine. And I don't. It's called Shots on the River. Is it on the river?
The river is nearby.
Yeah, but like how close? Like I don't feel like I saw the river. So
maybe if you sit outside, you can see.
Yeah, I guess if you like looking like through the trees or something.
Because technically, where it's at,
it's on
the river is behind
it. Yeah, that's
yeah,
true. Okay, it's a stretch.
1,000 some feet.
Yeah, whatever. But yeah, good time. I can't. There's not a lot to say. And then I went home for Father's Day.
Yes,
we had a cute little cookout on Saturday.
Good.
And then we went to lunch Sunday. I had a great time. My family seemed like they had a great time. It's always nice being home. But I'm like always excited to come home, like to come back here.
Yep. The comfort of like the creature comforts within your own home where you live
where, like,
versus.
And I live in like quiet for the most part.
Yes.
It's never quiet there. Like it is never ever quiet.
I'm sure when you're all together, especially.
Yeah.
Right?
And like we're loud. We're very close. We have a lot of inside jokes and like.
Was Uncle Billy there?
I saw him on Saturday.
Okay.
No, on Sunday.
Because he's around for family stuff,
right?
Yeah,
usually.
That's nice.
And right when I was about to leave, they opened up the hood of my car to look at it. I don't know why we have to do this every time.
Every time, Carla.
Literally. And that's why I tell you don't say anything. If you hear anything wrong with my car, don't say a word because they will fix it as we are leaving.
The problem is I think you have to say something, but on the front end.
Yeah.
Like, hey, since we're out here right now, let's pop the hood and just take a look.
Just take a look. Because
that way we don't have to do it on Sunday at 6 p.m.
Like, I'm trying to go home.
Yeah.
Like you saw me packing up my car. I'm about to get in my car and you pop the hood. I'm not doing this today.
I can't.
But my dad did fill up my gas tank. So thanks, Dad.
Did he take your car and go do it and then bring it back?
He'll make me take him to the gas station.
That's so cute.
No, it's really sweet. There's not. Thank you, Dad. I appreciate it. I never ask.
Yeah.
I never ask, but and he gives me cash to make sure I'm okay. Love you, Daddy.
Smith, we love you.
Love you. That's why I'm a favorite. Nobody
else
gets that.
Favorite.
Just saying. Anyways, so that was unhappy.
If you're listening and you're a father, happy
Father's Day.
That's belated a little bit, but yeah.
It's okay. Happy Father's Day.
Happy Father's Day.
Well, if you're a good father, you deserve recognition every day.
If you're an active, participating parent, you deserve the recognition.
Yeah.
If you're not, why are you listening to this podcast?
How did you
shut it
us?
off and go be a parent?
Yeah,
I don't know.
Bye.
Bye.
Just kidding. Good week.
Good week.
Let us know your happies and crappies in the comments or wherever.
Yeah.
Send us a message.
Did you have joy this week? Did it feel like the longest week ever? I don't know. This week for me just went on and on, but not in a bad way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Mostly better. Most good. Almost 99% good.
99% good.
1% bad.
97.3 for me.
Yeah, actually, 99 kind of.
99 is a little high. Let's not yeah.
Am I reading?
Sure. I just randomly grabbed a card. I didn't even know whose week it was.
Listen, bitch. You've come so far. Keep betting on yourself.
Keep betting on yourself.
Keep betting on yourself.
I will. I think I will. Yeah.
You think you will?
I mean, I know I will, but what if you pit me against somebody who's really good at something and you I'm not going to bet on myself.
Why?
What if it's for NASCAR, race car driving?
You don't feel like you could race faster than another car?
Than the professional? No.
Oh, I feel like I could.
You will always bet on yourself. Yes.
If money is on the line, you don't feel like you could do it?
100 days in the wilderness?
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm betting on myself. If I come out with $1 million, of course.
Yeah.
I'm betting on myself.
Then why not? Love that.
Genuinely. Bet on yourself. Bet on yourself. Trust yourself to know you can do this. If money is on the line, I believe that you can do this.
If money is on the line.
Yeah, if it's free, if just to challenge yourself.
Yeah, maybe not.
Then I couldn't care less. But
those are the things we don't bet on ourselves for.
I'll bet against myself and I'll lose on purpose. Yeah. Couldn't care less. But if money is on the line, keep betting on yourself.
You do you. It's like those posters. We want you. Oh. Okay. My stomach is growling so loud.
You're so hungry?
And I'm trying to be louder than it.
I haven't heard it one time.
Thank you so much.
Not one time.
If I move the mic down just a little bit. I've made sure that everyone else in this house has eaten.
Yeah, and you just have
all the children upstairs, my sister. But I haven't.
I'm going to starve, I guess.
I said, I'll drink water.
Yeah,
and then I went and drank my water. Still trying to get those 3 big cups a day in.
How many ounces of water do you think you drink a day?
I don't know. I'm trying to use my Nalgene because I know that's 32 ounces and I'm trying to drink 3 of them.
Okay.
So my goal is 90 ounces.
Okay.
Yeah.
Nice. Very good. Very good.
What about you?
This is 40. I probably do 4 of these a day.
Oh my God.
Well, it's great. Flavored water. Just to be clear, I put flavor packets in mine. I never drink regular water.
If I did that, I would probably chug. I should
good
just start doing that.
Literally.
Why am I not doing that?
It's literally drinking juice. It's so good.
Yum.
Yeah.
Yum.
Anyways.
I brought a topic.
Okay.
I had to crack this open to see how I wrote it. But I was watching, every week I find some random video about ADHD because right now every woman is late diagnosed and has it. But this particular video was talking about how people with ADHD have a strong sense of justice.
Okay.
And ironically, I was talking to the kids' stepmom about this, and we're like, yes, that's Elliot because he has ADHD. But it's basically, that's not fair, or this is fair, right? That justice system. You said, even last night, I told Elliot I was going to show him how to use the water pick because I'm giving him my other one and putting new tips, and the kids can use it because with his braces. So I said, hey, I'll show you how to use that later tonight. Well, time ran out because we had so much going on. The kids didn't even go to bed until 11. And then Elliot's like, you said you'd show me how to use the water pick today. And like for him, it's unfair. I'm a liar. Like, and I said, well, do it. Like,
Yeah, like
I shouldn't have said today because now I'm a liar. And now his sense of fairness and justice is kicking in and like he doesn't trust me. So, but bigger than that, let me flip this open, is for me, I'm thinking about like how does that play out in my everyday life and like what is it that I get frustrated on? And there's something I've been incredibly frustrated on and about and with. And you'll know part of it because you're in the beginning of this story. You're not who I'm mad at or anything, but you're in the beginning. And I want to tee this up. Remember how we went tubing?
Yeah.
Just recently.
Yeah.
Remember how we got home and how everybody kept asking like, what can we do to help?
Wait, can I guess what this is about?
You absolutely can.
That nobody emptied out the car?
Yes.
Yeah. I thought about that.
Yep. Yep.
I totally thought about that.
My car had
the tomatoes.
Cooler, tomatoes, snacks, drinks.
Yeah.
But you know what? That part isn't what frustrated me.
Okay.
Let me take it a step further. So, on Sunday before you and Ken left, you guys had asked if there was anything you could do. And I said, oh, if you guys want to empty my car with Jason. And Jason said, no, that's fine, Carly. I've got it.
Yes.
Like, they don't have to. Okay, thanks, honey. So, 2-3 days later, he said something like he couldn't find his cooler. I don't know what it was, but I was like, yeah, because nobody emptied out my car.
Yeah,
So then he finally did. And then you know what he did? He threw all the snacks away because he said they smelled bad because they were in with the cherry tomatoes. And it was like, they're packaged snacks.
Oh, he threw like everything away?
All of them. They were on the top of the trash in the garage, so I just picked them out because like, no, we don't throw away packaged things that are still good. And then he got that out but left the tubes. So then I got the tubes out and put them in the garage. And like a person who is pissed off and wants someone else to know that they're mad, I put them right in the middle of the garage so that when you walk through to get to the door, you have to like choose a path around or walk over them. Apparently he's been walking around these sons of bitches for I don't know how long because they were still in there and have been through today. So today I finally said, this is bullshit. This is some bullshit. And I took care of them. Yep. So I feel like I have a strong sense of justice in me. I didn't think I did. I thought that this was bullshit when I was like watching this video, but I'm realizing turns out when someone tells me that they're going to do something or get to it, in my eyes, that's a commitment. And you have made that.
Yeah. I would agree with that. That's fair.
And
that's
not on their timeline, on my timeline.
Okay.
That I have already communicated that they have heard.
Okay. Well,
right?
Did you say like, babe, can you get the stuff out of my car today?
That's on Sunday, yes.
Okay.
And
fair
then
enough.
when I reminded that the cooler was in there, it was like, we need to do that. You had mentioned that you were going to do that. So, yeah. And the other day he said something about, oh, yeah, we can go in the garage and put the tubes away. And I'm like, there's no we. So instead, I waited to see if he would do it. And then when he didn't, I did it. So,
yeah.
Listen, it's tough being married to me. I'm sure. I get it. Sucks.
You think so?
No.
I was going to say, you are an incredible person.
Thank you. I mean, occasionally I'm a bitch, but
everybody's a bitch. Everybody's a bitch occasionally. Like, sorry.
Right. But there's just been little things lately, and I think Jason has gotten the brunt of it because, like, of course, right? But just saying, like, yeah, I'm gonna do that, or I'll get to that. And like the other night, I was having a little like, I need to be alone moment, and the kids were here. Jason's here. It's late in the evening. And I just walked outside because I said we had to play with the dog that night. And I said it like 3 times and no one made any moves. So I just got up and quietly walked outside and threw the ball with the dog and was in the garden and like weeding or doing whatever, just quietly. Jason came out. He sat on the steps, didn't say a word to me, He was doing an activity while he was sitting there, but he didn't say a word to me. And I just kept weeding and playing with the dog. And then he went inside. And then a little while later, he came out when I was in the garden and was like, are you mad at me? Like, this is extreme. And I was like, no, we just had to play with the dog and no one else was doing it. I'm sick of waiting on other people to like do shit. I'm just going to do it. And I love my garden and y'all were pissing me off. Like,
so I needed to step outside.
Yeah. But like just these moments of like communication is never a problem until it is.
Yeah.
And then it's like, okay, where is the disconnect here? Or Father's Day. These little things. You can tell I've just had a week of just little things like bothering the shit out of me. But Jason slept down here on the couch and I slept in the bed with the kids because they had a sleepover with Jason one night, then a sleepover with me. Jason loves it down here. It's cold. So we came down at like, I don't know, 9 o'clock and he's still asleep on the couch, rolls over to like ignore us with his back to us. And I'm like, we got to get up. Like, we got to go see your dad. We got shit to do. We told him we'd be there at 10. So I let the kids turn the TV on and just sat here for a few minutes. And something happened. I think the kids threw the ball with the dog and the dog leapt on Jason. Or I don't know. I can't even remember because it was so small to me. And Jason got so annoyed. And I was like, oh, chill. Like, we got to get up anyways. The way he looked at me when I said chill, and he's like, you hate it when people tell you to chill, so you can say it. And I'm like, honey, just get up.
Get the fuck
just
up.
Get up. So
get up.
I got up. The kids got up. We went upstairs. We got ready. But I was like, okay, finally I told the kids to come downstairs and tell him to get his ass up. And Elliot actually told him to get your ass up. He did. He goes, already told him. And I was like, cool, thanks for gently waking him up. And he's like, no, I told him what you told me to say. And I was like,
told me to say.
I didn't tell you to say that. But later I said to him, I said, you know what? Like, I've told you I don't like when people telling me to relax or to chill. Like, I vocalize that. But like in this playful way in the moment, you've never said you don't appreciate that. And so me going, oh, just chill. Ha ha. You got to get up anyways. And for him to get mad, he's never vocalized to me. And so it goes back to that strong sense of feeling of like one is right and one is wrong.
Yeah.
And it doesn't feel just to be yelled at for something that I didn't know that someone didn't like. Right?
I also would have assumed if I were you that it wouldn't have bothered him because he says it to you so often. I thought we were just saying chill. I don't know.
We were just saying chill, relax.
Don't worry.
Don't worry.
Yeah, you know what I mean? Like,
yep. My former father-in-law, bless his heart, he used to, because he'd have a beer or two and get really relaxed and chill, and I'd be high strung. I had kids. I was pregnant. Like, of course, who's not high strung? But he would tell me to relax, and I'm like, I can't. I have children to watch. Like it always.
And like nobody else is watching the children.
The twitching that would happen in my eyes. I'm like, oh.
Yeah, we'll do. Thanks.
Yeah. So I think it stems from that I get frustrated. It's not like really just anybody all the time, but it just has this negative connotation.
I think that's it for most people. Like when you, especially you say like, don't worry,
chill out. Yeah. Don't worry. Like stop worrying. Sure, you just told me to stop, so I'll just stop.
It'll just be done now.
Let me just turn that switch.
Yeah.
That's
not a thing.
No. So I think this week there's been these little like things that I'm starting to go, okay, this makes sense. Or, okay, that's how my brain thinks. Or, oh, this is why I saw it that way.
Yeah.
And like, really it all comes down to just communication. Like, hey, you said you were going to take care of the tubes. I'm really pissed you haven't taken care of the tubes. Will you take care of the fucking tubes?
Yeah.
Done. Like, done. Or, hey, I really want to do that together because I want to organize them at the same time. Done. Like, any of this is like a quick communication thing. But I think in a season of moving really quickly, especially this week with all the new shit going on in our lives, which like I'm not even diving into. It feels like quick, short, concise communication is the only type that's working right now. Because it has to, but it's not like what our relationship is calling for right now. And so it's going to take a lot of intentionality, I think, for us to like dig out of what this last week needed to be to actually reset and say, okay, how we communicated wasn't fair and kind and all these things.
Yeah.
It didn't work for us. And now let's just like make it better. So.
When do you have that conversation like while the kids are still here, or is it like a
I don't know, like we sort of had it a little bit when we like blew up and we're like, we don't fight like this, like we don't talk like this. But normally what happens is we go in these like waves.
Yeah.
The kids are here, we're focused on them, let's get through it, and we'll have that conversation this weekend.
Yeah.
Yeah. And just more or less like I did communicate to Jason that I want to make sure we're sitting down once a week to do our touch base.
Yeah.
Like, which is like, what's coming up for the week? What are bills that need paid? Are there any meals you're craving, groceries you want? Like, let's just prepare ourselves.
Yeah.
We haven't had that for the last 3 weeks because of everything going on. We've been doing it in the moment and on the fly.
Yeah.
So for me, that creates anxiety because I'm not sitting down. I'm not writing it in a planner. I'm not pulling up my spreadsheet. It takes a lot for me to pull up a spreadsheet or open my planner because once I do it saying I'm here for an hour or however long, I've been missing that. And so I did tell him, hey, we need to get back to having that every week, you and me, just communicating about what's coming down for us. And he said he agrees and he's going to work on also making sure we do that because it can't just be me, right?
Right.
It can't be me saying, hey, do you have an hour right now to do our meeting? It needs to be both of us saying, nope, on Thursday nights we do it or on Friday nights we do it. And if we can't do it, we make a plan for when we can.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because even this week, like we got in the car on whatever day it was and I brought my planner because I'm like, we're going to be in the car. Let's look at the week because we hadn't yet. And it's the weekend. Like we're going into the week.
We have to get like figure shit out.
What's the fucking plan?
Yeah.
And I was like, oh shit, we have plans on Wednesday night. Concerts in the Park is starting back up in Sparta and Brenna's going to be there. Great cover band. And I'm like, we're going to go. So we have to think, okay, now I'm meal planning and I'm getting groceries. So what are we doing that evening? And like, I can do a lot of the finagling the stuff, but I can't in the moment just tell someone, oh, get in the car. Oh, do this. Like everybody has to have their body prepared and their mind prepared for what the week is going to look like. And that to me, it's exhausting if I'm on the back end of that playing catch up, but it's life-giving if I'm on the front end and I'm like preparing and all of that. Like I feel like rejuvenated. Like this is great. I know what's coming down the way. But if I'm on the back end just playing catch up, I just feel like my heart's going to come out of my chest. I'm stuck in anxiety mode.
Anxiety would kill me. Yeah.
Yeah. And I had like 2-3 days of just feeling like I was going to have a breakdown this last week. Just because like I didn't feel prepared. I felt mentally exhausted and I felt like I didn't have a life raft and I was just out in the middle of the ocean. Yeah. Yeah. So I think all these little things just keep coming back around to I need things pretty clear and clean cut most of the time. Yeah. Like, are we in? Are we out? Are we doing this? Are we doing that? What's the plan? I'm seeing in Elliot some of those ADHD qualities with the fair and just, and then also seeing how that translates for me. And then just feeling really like, keep your commitments, you know? So this has been an interesting week for me, to say the least. Yeah. There's no real like connecting theme between all of it. It's just all compounding together and just creating this very like, that's why I said when we were talking just before the podcast started, I was like, I don't in me have capacity to like care about much right now. Yeah. Because I'm just trying to reset. Like my train is running adjacent to the tracks, I think. And I'm trying to get it back on the track.
How do you, like knowing that you don't have time to like a brain power to put like energy towards something that like, not that it doesn't affect you, but like, because it does affect you, but like, but like you don't have the time to analyze, think about it right now. Yeah. How do you still like come up with being there with for the other person? Do you know what I mean when I ask that? Like, I mean, because obviously in this situation you did, like you were a friend and like made me feel better about it, but like how do you like allow yourself to have that type of brain capacity but not actually think about how it impacts you and like your daily life as well? Like, is it just someone else's problem until it's not?
Maybe. I've never actually thought about that. Like, what is it? And I think sometimes, like, I try to visualize things because, like, a visual for me helps my brain to figure out, do I need to compartmentalize this or not? And one thing I've thought about before is, like, you know, when you're walking down a hallway, apartment complex, whatever, but you've got your hallway. It's like a main artery, right?
Yeah.
It's where everything runs. But you've got doors, you've got apartments. It's kind of like, it's like compartmentalizing, but realizing, like, what kind of space do I need in my hallway right now to operate?
Yeah.
And, like, is there something behind this door, and how long can I entertain something before I have to get back into the hallway and, like, just be on my main road?
Yeah.
And I think that hallway can also expand, and it can be wider, it can be narrower, and it just changes. So if you think of things in a way that you can compartmentalize them and just say, okay, I'm going to let my brain play in the space for a minute, but I can't be here long.
Yeah.
Because I'll have a panic attack or whatever that is. And then you got to get back to your safe zone. I don't know.
That's fair.
I don't know that's that.
No, that's an answer.
Yeah.
That's a good enough answer for me. Like, I'm just curious. And I'm not like, this is not me saying anything about how our conversation before, like, how, you know what I mean? Like, it's not in response to how you reacted or anything. I'm just curious.
But how do you pop in and out of conversations that collide with?
Yeah.
I don't always do it well. That's the other thing. And I know, like, I've had so many conversations before that I'm like, wow, I gave that like 1%. That was awful. And then I've had other ones that I'm like, oh yeah, like, I didn't give it a ton of energy, but I gave it the exact amount of energy I felt like it needed. It felt great.
For sure. And
I think that's where I learned, like, okay, how can I, next time I need to just say, hey, I can't do that right now. Or next time I can do this or whatever that is. I'm learning that with the kids when they all talk over each other and they start screaming at me, Aunt Carly, Mom. And I'll just put my finger up. And if they say it again, I'll turn and say, hold on 1 second. I know you can hear, and I'll address the other child so they understand that I'm still coming back to them. I know you can hear so-and-so speaking to me right now. It's not kind of you to speak over them. Yeah. You know, and just trying to, like, see the balls in front of you and juggle them all, but, like, juggle them out loud. Yeah. Yeah.
Interesting. Can you juggle, by the way?
Not at all. Can you?
No, there was in elementary school, someone came in and taught the entire
school.
No, I'm so serious.
Do this.
Taught people how to juggle. I was sick that day.
You brought this up once before, and I just...
It's the craziest thing.
It's
so random. Like, my brother can juggle.
Because he was there that day?
Yeah, he wasn't sick that day. I was sick that day, so I don't know how to juggle.
Things we've held on to that we can let go of. Add this
yeah, but, like,
to
I want to be a juggler.
YouTube, I'm sure there's videos.
I could if I wanted to. I'm not going to do it. It's like not that serious. Like, I want to do it until, like, it's time to, like, learn how to do it. And I'm like, whatever.
And then it's like, no.
Yeah, because
then, like, what am I going to
I'd rather do literally anything else.
Do I have to go buy something?
I don't have balls.
No.
No, I don't have balls.
No.
I have balls. Not, well.
You have balls?
I have balls.
I got balls.
I got balls.
Look
at my ball, look.
Oh my God, stop. You're so strong.
I'm so strong. I have so many muscles.
So many muscles. I'm toned. I have so many
I'm
muscles.
Definitely not toned, but I have muscles.
I have more muscles than the average human.
Definitely.
All right. Well, those are my random thoughts and kind of topic.
Thanks for sharing.
I'm still I'm still processing out loud so much of it, but sure. And even being around Keith and Ashley yesterday, Ashley and I had this great conversation inside for 15 minutes. And just hearing how she talked about herself and what she's recognizing in herself and how she reacts to things. And I'm like, yeah, it's so good to pause. Yeah. And to say, I do this thing. Yeah. Or I acknowledge that this thing bothers me. Or whatever it is. Sometimes we just ignore and we keep moving, and I think there are people that can do better with that and people that can't, and I'm one of those that can't. I gotta start acknowledging it better. So yeah. Okay. Yep.
Thanks for sharing.
You're so welcome.
Okay.
What was your thing? I know you had something.
I do have a hot take.
I knew it. I'm so excited.
I don't know.
Oh no, is it gonna agitate me?
No. Okay. I don't think so.
Okay,
let's see.
What's it like being able to take notes in your phone?
It's really nice. It's really nice.
My notebook over here on the floor.
Okay. I have a hot take.
Okay.
and this, I don't mean to get political.
Do it.
But I feel like people have really stopped caring about being on the right side of history.
Oh.
Like, just like, and they do it for, I don't understand. Like, I don't know. I guess, like, maybe they think they're on the right side of history when they're being hatred and, like, hateful and, like, but, like, why?
But hasn't history over time shown us that the wrong side is always the hateful side?
Yeah.
Like,
right.
truly,
But then if we've known that, why are you still choosing?
Because history repeats itself.
It doesn't have to,
but
though.
It doesn't have to.
It doesn't have to.
What are we referencing?
Yeah. I mean, I just like.
There's a few things. So
yeah. Obviously, this weekend was a heavy political protest weekend.
Yep.
And I just like got myself into a disagreement on Reddit with someone who like
on Reddit.
Yeah.
Can you please send it to me?
I think it's deleted now. It was in like the Grand Rapids like subreddit.
Okay.
And like I don't know why I let this man bother me so much. But like he was just saying that like people are being snowflakes about the whole like people are protesting the No King's Day thing and like how people are being ridiculous and like being such babies about the president and all that. I'm like, what? First of all, this is a right that people have to protest. Why is it bothering you so fucking much that people are doing it against the person that you believe in? But like, if they don't believe in it, what? Why? And even like, and then the man went into like how Pride Month is like so unnecessary and doesn't need to like exist because when is straight Pride Month? I'm like,
you don't have to have a straight Pride Month because
every
being straight
other fucking month. It's a normalized, accepted, way of life.
Yep.
Not way of life. That's not the right way to say it.
No one looks at a straight couple walking down the street and says, ew. If they're holding hands, if they're kissing, whatever.
I sometimes do, if I'm being honest.
Okay. Society. Let me just take Carla out of the equation.
Not every couple.
No,
just like
not every couple.
The ugly ones.
But I mean, for the fact that they're straight.
For sure. It's never
fact,
that.
Right?
It's just because of the way they look.
But there are people... society, there are places that still do not want that. There are still businesses that can turn people away because they don't want to cater to the gay agenda, right? We saw that with the wedding cake industry.
Yeah. And like as if like you're influenced that much by seeing a gay couple kiss that you are also going to turn gay.
Yep.
What?
Right? Like, wow, I really liked watching that. I must be gay.
What?
No, you were always gay then.
Yeah. Like that didn't just happen right now. Like I promise, and that's fine. If you were always gay,
that's fine.
Live your truth.
But
like, don't hate on other people because they want to celebrate the way they live and the way they, like, you know what I mean? Like I just like don't get it.
Did this person disclose anything about themselves?
What do you mean? Like,
did they say that they were white, that they were over 60?
So to be fair, they did not say that. They have their Reddit profile name is their name.
Okay.
So I did my own little research.
And what did we discover?
Old white man.
Yep, always.
Of course. I
sent you a picture of that sticker, right? That said, I wish we could all have the confidence
of a straight white man.
Of a straight white man.
Yeah, because truly, like...
Yeah. Yep. I'm not saying there... Let me just, before people come at us... There are straight white men who have their own problems. Absolutely.
Of course. That's not ever what it's about.
No.
Like, no one's ever saying that people don't have their own issues.
Yeah. Their own problems lie at the foundation of who we are, right?
Of course.
We all have problems just like we all have friendships, just like all these things.
Yeah.
What the fuck?
Like, yeah.
So this person's going at it hard on Reddit.
At it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like, and I made the mistake of saying that I'm like a black woman. And he's like, of course you're like... Of course, you have an issue with me, with my beliefs and what I have to say. First of all, why?
Of course. What do you mean,
of course? What does that mean?
He was profiling. This woman must think and act a certain way.
Because of the way she looks, and because of her gender.
Yep.
Because she's a black woman.
Yep.
Like, y'all don't get tired. Like, truly, y'all don't get tired of being, like, just rude, hateful people. Mm-hmm. Like, that's not exhausting. When I'm hating on people, I'm tired.
So
you know what I mean?
Tired.
Like, and I'm not even hating on them because of what they like, because of things they can't control.
Of who they, you
know what I mean? Like, I'm hating on because of the things they say or the things that they like are wearing.
Their beliefs that are directly against and oppositional to this group of people or this belief system or
you know what I mean? Like, and that's even exhausting. I'm exhausted having to defend people who are defenseless. Like I'm exhausted with that. You're feeling energized by just being mean.
Yep. Who you are.
Literally who you are. So my hot take is people have decided that being on the wrong side of history is okay. Yes. And that's really, really sad. And that's a scary, scary place for like those of us who are choosing to be on the right side of history. Yep. That's a scary thing to see.
It's absolutely terrifying. Like, and did you see in that group message that we were a part of for someone who was going to the protest this weekend, the sign that she made that said it's so bad even the introverts showed up.
Yeah. There were some great signs this weekend.
Amazing.
I was loving the signs.
Amazing.
Just like I hate it. I hate politics. That's not true. I hate that politics have become to the point where they have to divide people.
Yes.
And I do feel like they have to at this point.
Have to. That's the problem is that now, like, there was a time and a place prior to now that you could ignore.
Yeah.
Now, I mean, you can choose to stay out of the spotlight of it all, but you can't really ignore it.
Yeah.
At the core of your being, you either agree or you disagree with most of the things that are going on.
Yeah.
And there is a wrong side.
Well, maybe not to everybody, I guess. No, there's always a wrong side.
There's a wrong side.
Whether or not you think your side is the wrong side is, I know my side's not the wrong side. I know my side's not the wrong side. Yeah. Just to be clear, y'all know where I stand. And it's not on the wrong side.
I think when your side, right, is supportive and loving and nurturing and caring and cares about people.
How can it be wrong?
How can that be wrong? Because at the foundation, if we don't have politics, what are we left with? People. Yeah. And if you're not showing care towards those people, why are you here?
What are you showing care towards? Is it money? Is it power? Like if you're not showing care, if you are
a powerful human being's agenda.
That's so
Some
weird.
other powerful human being who has told you,
I don't know, I just feel like
come
that's
drink
weird.
the fucking Kool-Aid.
And you did it.
Just like religion, though.
Valid. That's very valid.
Every war.
That's very valid.
Yeah. That is a hot take, Carla.
And you can agree or disagree. I don't care.
Yeah.
But like, I'm at my wit's end with people. Like I just
understandably
can't. I would love to be the type of person who could just like turn it off. Yeah. And just like live my own life. And I think people who do this, like, while like of course ignorance is bliss. So like, but like if you're someone who can like completely ignore the fact that the world around you, like people around
is on
you,
fire.
Like, cool, good for you. I can't be that person. Yeah. I'd love to be that person. Yeah. But unfortunately, that's just like not how I guess I'm too radical of a person to ever do that. I don't know. My dad called me radical, by the way.
I was wondering where that word came from.
He said I'm the radical one. What?
You're also the favorite. So.
Yeah. Like I didn't take it in a bad way. Like I mean, I would say of my siblings, probably
that's not
the
a
most,
bad title.
I'm probably the
to
most
be
radical.
Given.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's not negative.
No, I don't think so. I think people try and use it as in like negatively, but like
but in and of itself, it's not. Yeah. And see, I think I'm when you talk about like being disconnected, being out of the loop, all that, I think I have some intentionality behind, like, I'm more out of the loop than probably ever before, but I also still have my beliefs and my thoughts about it and all of these things. Like, I'm not just not having opinions. Yeah. I'm just also saying, what can I react to and respond to in my realm of social justice and responsibility right now that's also teaching my children and also, and like, my kids and I have had some great conversations in the last week, 2 weeks. Yeah. They're not, nitty gritty. They're not like,
of course, they're children
zoomed
still,
in.
At the end of the day, yeah.
They're very zoomed out. But Finley, he's very like, he watches his words. He minds his tone about it. Elliot's very, this connects to this, which connects to that. And so I think there's different levels of social responsibility within being on the right side of history.
Sure. Yeah.
And also with where we live, proximity to like groups of people gathering is very different, right? Yeah. Nobody's going to be, that little fruit fly is here now. but people aren't going to gather in my hometown, not to the same way that they're going to gather in,
of course,
Grand Rapids
and probably not for the same reasons. I'll say as well.
Not for the same reasons.
Well, maybe I don't want to.
Again,
obviously there are people who believe whatever, but like,
yeah.
Do you think it's important that you and Jason and then Keith and Ashley have the same beliefs?
I think it helps.
Do you all have the same beliefs?
Pretty much, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think I will say, like, I don't know Keith's belief system as heavily, but I know, he's married to Ashley. I know Ashley's belief system. We've talked about things. So, yeah, I would say we're pretty much all on the same page from the things that I know.
Sure. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. And that's very helpful because then the kids will have a conversation there and come home and ask more.
Yeah.
Or they'll have a conversation here and ask more. And we'll always say, yes, that's correct. And did you talk about this?
Mm-hmm.
And did you get into this? So they get a little bit of it all.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Interesting.
So I think it matters. I think it would be really hard if the other parent were on the opposite side of anything.
But you have to, like you would know, wouldn't you? Like,
you
were married to Keith.
Yes.
I mean, I guess you weren't married
during the biggest political stuff going on.
When it all happened, but
yeah.
Interesting.
I know, there's a whole nother layer, but.
Do you think that's something that would stop you? Like, if you were single and dating, do you think that you could, knowing that, well, let's take the fact that you have children out of it.
Yeah.
Do you think you would be open to dating people?
Someone on the wrong side of history? No.
I don't want to say it like that, but like, or someone who like is pretty like middle, like in the middle.
Could I ever date someone who had a Trump flag in their yard?
Well,
no.
That's not someone in the middle. That's not somebody in the middle. That person has chosen a side.
In the middle.
Maybe not the middle, but like someone who leans opposite of what you lean.
I don't know. Because I don't think I've ever been, especially like Jason, pre-Jason, like with anybody who has any strong affiliation or leanings.
Yeah, that's fair.
So I feel like
I don't feel like Jason really does, actually.
He doesn't.
Yeah.
Mine probably influence my relationships more than other people would influence my relationship and how I view things.
Yeah.
So I can't even begin to think.
Okay, that's fair.
I don't know.
That's so fair.
I don't think I probably could do it easily. What about you?
I don't think I could easily be with someone who like was on the opposite side of the fence. Like, I don't think that would really work.
Yeah.
I think it would be easier to do someone who like doesn't live their life
in the name of something.
Do you know what I mean? Like, if who
like
doesn't do any of it, that's one thing. I don't know how I feel about it completely still. Like, not.
Yep.
Like,
if you're not advocating for something.
Yeah. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah. There's almost these two different layers.
But it's definitely like, I don't think I could do someone who like is an avid.
Yes, I get that.
Conservative.
No.
I don't think so.
No.
I don't think so.
Carla's dating going on dates with people who have guns. I mean, that's a big deal, right?
Yeah.
Like, you think about like.
Oh, you think, is that like a
that,
conservative thing to you?
Very. Yeah.
You think so? I don't know.
Traditionally.
Sure. Oh, I think, yeah, okay. I don't know.
Gotta remember, though, I come from Newaygo County, so it's totally like.
Yeah, but like, so many liberals have guns. It's not like
now. Definitely now more than ever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know that's, I mean, I think how you view gun and gun control is a political thing, but like, I don't think
the actual
gun ownership
isn't
them. Like a, I don't know. And that's something that like, outside of politics just makes me uncomfortable. Like, not uncomfortable, but like, no, uncomfortable is the word. Like, just like, cause I don't have experience in that aspect of like in gun ownership and guns at all. So like, and it's obviously something that is meant to kill. So
right, and like, what is the intention of someone then having one?
Right.
Yeah.
So like,
it goes in the same like theme for me of just in general understanding, like conservatism. That is so hard to fucking say. When I think about it, I think about like the differences of people saying guns versus no guns versus, and it's similar to a lot of times those people run in the same circles as Trump versus not Trump versus.
Actually, that's fair.
Yeah.
I can see that. I can totally see that.
Yeah.
And it's,
I think people are breaking that mold more and more. And I think people like you, people like me, like we break that a lot. But growing up in a household that was more or less probably considered a conservative household. I saw those conservative values. So it's just interesting. It's all interesting how it ties together and how we're disconnecting it and pulling the threads.
Yeah.
And, you know, we're only in our mid-30s and we're like making waves and like we're going to set the stage for the people after us too.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
That's true. Maybe maybe us alone can change the way.
We alone can change. If you can make it to Wednesday, you can make it past this.
If you make it to Wednesday, you can make it through Wednesday.
Yes.
I don't know how I felt that. We'll see.
Make it through.
Let me workshop it.
Let's
make it through
workshop
Wednesday.
it.
Yeah.
We got this.
Okay.
Our most wildly all over the place episode in a while.
Yes. Did
you have anything you want to add to that though? No. Quarter life crisis episode. We've got a hot take. We've got some interesting thoughts. We've had a happy week. We've had a weird week.
Yeah.
There's a lot going on. Like while we were talking, I was thinking about other shit that happened during my week. And I'm like, I didn't even mention about visiting my aunt and how sweet that was. And my cousin who had the brain tumor and all these things. And the blueberry picking, not picking, but like plants and harvesting. All this stuff. You're probably thinking of things. I think we're going to be processing and digesting for another week or two.
You know me, I'm a big processor.
I keep saying I'm going to read our horoscope, but I think if I read it, there's something about Geminis right now and the energy that's in the air. There's got to be.
I keep coming across on TikTok. Like, I don't know. Well, you should, if you're on the Make It to Wednesday TikTok, like in our feed, it's completely, the algorithm is all me. Like I realize. Because I'm liking shit.
I love it when I'm on there. So
it's just
great.
like, it's either like hair or like Love Island. He just like so stupid. Phenomenal. But I keep coming across these, what are they called? The card readers, tarot readers.
I like the gesture. Yeah, like it looks like a shake wig.
They're like shuffling the cards.
Yeah, the tarot readers.
And like it's always like, you know what? Actually, now that I'm thinking about it, it's always like positive things. Yeah. Like where our energy is in, like we're in a good energy to like receive love or like a windfall of like
love that
something.
It's always going to be framed positive.
Oh, okay. It's like it's like not.
I feel like there's a way you can frame any negative as a positive, and they're probably very good at that.
So it's not just that like I should be expecting good things in my future because but that could be it. Like wait. The tarot readers, more than one.
You know what? Why don't we just bring somebody on the show?
Do we know anyone? I do know someone.
I know someone.
I definitely know someone.
Great. In the future.
Yeah.
All right, let's wrap this up.
Yeah.
Okay. Because it was great sitting in these chairs and talking to you. I feel like it's been years.
It has.
It truly feels like that.
Yeah. But I'm cold.
But I'm freezing. I'm freezing my ass off and my toes off.
Literally. Okay. Thank you so much for tuning in to Make It to Wednesday, a Hump Day podcast. We are your hosts.
I'm Carly.
And I'm Karla. If you like what we're doing here, feel free to like, subscribe, give us a thumbs up, give us a 5-star rating, leave some comments, send us a message, send us a text. So follow us on all of our social media, TikTok, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. Yikes. Share our shit. SOS. Share our shit. We will be back next week for episode 26, half a year. Isn't that crazy?
Holy shit.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh my gosh. Our half a year episode.
Crazy. 6 months of Make It to Wednesday.
Love that.
We'll be back next week. See you next
then.
week. Bye.
And that's a wrap on this week's episode of Make It to Wednesday. We hope we've helped you laugh, think, and maybe even get through a tough moment in your week. Don't forget to subscribe, comment, rate, and leave us a review if you loved hanging out with us. Your feedback keeps us going. Follow us on all of our social media for more behind-the-scenes fun and updates. Got a topic or question you want us to tackle? Slide into our DMs or send us an email at makeittowednesdaypod@gmail.com. Thanks for spending part of your week with us, and until next time, keep pushing through. You're doing great. We'll see you next Wednesday.